Hey everybody, welcome to my first video in my Linux tutorials. My tutorials are going to be set up to basically cover one command per video, so they could range anywhere from a minute up to, I don't know, 10-15 minutes per video. Most of them probably are going to run right around the 5-minute range. This is also geared towards people who have pretty much never used Linux, and once they get it installed, which is a task all on its own, don't really know what to do or where to go from there. So hopefully you have Linux installed already, and you're sitting here looking at a desktop that's kind of, but not really like Windows. So, you have things you can click on and whatnot, and you have menus up here and so forth. But what we want to do is we want to start learning the commands in order to be able to um, be a little bit more powerful in Linux than just point and click. So the first thing we're going to do is go up to Applications, Accessories, and Terminal. Now, depending on which window manager you're running, it may be in a different location, but it should still be called Terminal. And you want to open this up, and it's going to bring you up to a command prompt. I'm going to go ahead and maximize that. So the first command we're going to learn is the ls command. So I'm going to go ahead and type that in, ls, and hit enter. And as you can see, it brings up a listing of directories that are in my current directory. The reason I know they're directories is because they are blue. Now, again, depending on which distribution you have and how your config files are set up, hold on a second, you may not have a colored ls listing. But for now, we're just going to stick with this. So your basic ls command, it stands for list. Okay? Now, let's say, you wanted to see if there was any hidden files in this directory. The way you would do this is by typing ls space -a. A stands for all files and directories. So hit enter, and as you can see, I have a lot more that showed up this time. Everything here that it begins with a period is a hidden file. So in almost all directories, not every directory, but almost all directories, they will have hidden files in them. And most of the time, those hidden files are configuration files. Now, we'll get into those in a later video on how to basically manipulate those and make your system a little bit more powerful and so forth. But for right now, all we want to know is the fact that they are there. Okay? The next way to use the ls command is a long listing. Let me show you what that looks like. So we'll do an ls-l. You hit enter, and as you can see, it brings up a little bit more information here. We have our attributes for the file, our user that it belongs to, the group that it belongs to, the size, and the date that it was created. So from here, you can also combine flags for the ls command. So let's do an ls space -la. So we're going to do a long listing of all files. And as you can see now, it brings up everything that had the period before them, plus all of the attributes that these different files have. And we'll get into these attributes in a later video, so don't worry about it right now. Now, one last thing I'm going to show you today is what is called the human readable flag. Now, it's usually used in conjunction with the L flag, so let's type ls-lh. Now you can see instead of just a number in this column right here, we actually have a K, meaning that this directory takes up 4K of disk space. Okay, so you can actually combine all three of those flags into an LAH and see what size every single one of these files are. And that pretty much covers it for the ls command for now. Now the ls command is a very, very powerful command. It's probably the most used command on the Linux and Unix systems, and so we will revisit it in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. If you found this informative, please give me a like and subscribe, and we got a lot more coming, guys, and I'll see you next time.